So a really hot trend this year is waste and not wasting products. So this is a company who is very ahead of the curve because they've had an ingredient for more than 10 years that utilizes a waste stream. So we are now going to do an interview to hear more about Citri-Fi. So this is Tasha Olson. She's the Director of Marketing at Fiberstar. And Tasha, I'd like for you to tell us about the benefits of Citri-Fi and how you were very ahead of the curve, and maybe talk about sustainability as well as the functionality of your product. So tell us about Citri-Fi.
Okay, the first thing about Citri-Fi is basically what it is it's the orange pulp that we derive from a juice plant. So what used to be thrown out after they made juice, we are taking all of that pulp, we dry it, run it through a patented process, and then we end up with Citri-Fi, which is a highly functional, all-natural citrus fiber. The sustainability there that we're so proud of, obviously, is the fact that this is something that would have been tossed or put even in, I don't want to say something less valuable, but would have been diluted and not utilized within our economy and within our eco-print as strongly as it is.
Okay, that's definitely a very hot trend. And we actually predicted it as our #1 trend from this year. So I see you have some nice product examples of how you use it. So can you talk a little bit more about how you use it and what kind of applications you use it in?
Absolutely. Just to give everybody an idea, basically it is 100% citrus pulp that is broken down so that it binds a lot of moisture. So what we find is that across the board there are every kind of application you can think of that it's usable in for foods, anything that would bind water. This is about a 10% solution. It normally is just a white powder and 10% to 1% water, and within just a few seconds you find that it's absolutely solid. So it just shows the water binding ability, which is much better than most fibers and things that are out there as far as functionality. Now what it does, if you want to get specific, is, for instance, it can be used as a partial egg replacement, where you go in, you can cut down the cholesterol, you can cut down the fat, you can cut down the cost of the egg, but because of its extraordinary water binding ability, you don't lose any functionality or texture or flavor in that cake, which of course is very important to bakers. Same thing with oils. We can replace out oils, which reduces the amount of fat in it, which can reduce costs, but also more importantly as part of the health trend. You know, when we start to look at products like that, it stays fresher through the shelf life, so there's just a lot of added advantages.
Okay, so that really touches on a lot of trends. So really, really interesting ingredient. We're here in Hall 9.0, aisle D, C39. So come by if you want to hear more about this really amazing fiber. So thanks very much.
Thank you.